Jurnalis sepak bola, Babatunde Koiki, menegaskan bahwa Republik Demokratik Kongo tidak akan mengecewakan para pendukungnya dalam momen kembalinya mereka ke panggung Piala Dunia setelah menanti selama 52 tahun. Menjelang laga perdana melawan Portugal di Stadion Houston pada 17 Juni, Koiki menyebut skuad Kongo sangat memahami arti penting dari momentum bersejarah ini. Perjalanan tim berjuluk The Leopards ini menuju putaran final terbilang sangat berat. Setelah harus melewati kualifikasi yang sengit, babak playoff benua melawan Nigeria, hingga laga interkontinental melawan Jamaika. Persiapan mereka bahkan sempat terganggu oleh wabah Ebola di dalam negeri yang memaksa skuad menjalani karantina ketat di Belgia, serta konflik bersenjata yang masih berlangsung di wilayah timur Kongo. Menurut Koiki, berbagai cobaan hidup ini justru menempa mental para pemain menjadi pribadi yang tidak kenal takut di lapangan hijau. Skuad Kongo saat ini dinilai memiliki komposisi yang solid, berkat kombinasi pemain lokal dan pemain diaspora yang merumput di liga top Eropa, seperti Kapten Chancel Mbemba, Cedric Bakambu, hingga penyerang Newcastle United, Yoane Wissa. Kekuatan inilah yang diprediksi akan menyulitkan lini pertahanan tim lawan. Membahas peta kekuatan Portugal, Koiki menilai tim Eropa tersebut kini tidak lagi dihuni oleh generasi emas mereka, dan skema permainan mereka masih terlalu bergantung pada Cristiano Ronaldo. Ketergantungan ini dinilai bisa menjadi titik lemah yang dapat dimanfaatkan Kongo jika mampu memutus aliran bola ke sang bintang. Meski Portugal tetap diunggulkan karena faktor peringkat dan kualitas individu pemain, skuad asuhan Ronaldo diperingatkan untuk tidak meremehkan daya juang tinggi yang dimiliki Kongo.
During the civil war in Sierra Leone, he said that experience really shaped him because after everything that he had been through, he said that everywhere he went, he moved to the West, he moved to China, he traveled around the world, studied so many places. He said nothing ever really scared him anymore. You know, being a teenager, living through a difficult time in your country, seeing neighbors being killed, seeing friends disappear, never seen from again, see your country fractured and dislocated. It marks you. It makes you a much tougher person because you've seen war, you've seen death and destruction, you've seen the dark side of humanity. There is absolutely nothing that can scare you anymore. And that's the same thing with these Congolese. They've seen a country that has been fractured for decades. It is arguably and potentially the richest country on the planet. They have resources like you would not believe, but it is riven into different segments by greedy warlords, by politicians, by external forces, and of course the Ebola crisis that they're currently dealing with right now, rebels groups as well, taking over parts of the country, killing people at random. It's a very troubled nation. And when you grow up in that kind of environment, nothing really scares you anymore. I mean, you've seen war. What is a football match? I mean, these are people who have seen bullets, death, and destruction. I mean, facing Portugal, no matter how good they are, it doesn't really scare them. So I expect, if nothing else, the DRC will be fearless in their approach to this FIFA World Cup. Everybody that comes up against them will have one story to tell about how they came up against probably the toughest team that they ever met. And if Portugal think that they're going to have an easy game against the DRC, I think they have another thing coming, because these are people who have seen, like I said, the dark side of humanity. So nothing really phases them anymore. We saw Iran against New Zealand. We knew everything that they've been through. Iran had to fly to the United States on the day of their match. They barely had 5 hours to rest and prepare, but they still put up a creditable performance against New Zealand, right? And you've talked about, this Congolese team. They were supposed to go to Kinshasa for a farewell match and say goodbye to their fans before they headed to the FIFA World Cup, but they couldn't because of the Ebola outbreak. They didn't want to contaminate the team. And so all these kind of things, it really puts a dampener on how you'd have prepared. But if you have an efficient organization, an efficient federation, it shouldn't really be a problem. I mean, you saw how they arrived in the United States. They were by far the best dressed team. I mean, you saw those black suits with the leopard skin imprint off the shoulder and the bags. I mean, that was fly. That was really fly. So I think they're in the right frame of mind for this. They've put behind them whatever dislocations there might have been before the tournament, and they're ready to go. I don't think it'll be too much of a distraction or a disruption on their programs. And like I said, I think they're really motivated and ready to go. There are quite a few. You mentioned Charleston Mbemba, who's been there as well. Is the leader of the team, a good central defender, very physical. There's also Wisa, Yohan Wisa, who plays for Newcastle United. They didn't have the best time at Newcastle last season because of injury, but we know how good he was at Brentford. There's also a few. What's his name again? There's Gael Kakuta. Remember him? He used to be an exciting youngster back in the day with Chelsea. But right now he's regarded as the creator in chief. Up front, there's also the striker. He used to play in the Spanish La Liga and also went to China. It was at one point was most expensive African footballer ever. His name skips my mind right now. But there's have some really good players. And don't forget, quite a lot of the team were born in either Belgium or France, which they were able to tap into that diaspora talent as well. So it's a really good mix of players who are born and raised in the DRC and players who are born and raised in the diaspora as well. So it's a strong team. It's a solid team. It's a team capable of doing some really good things. And there's also their striker with pyramids. Why do their names? Um, um, what's his name? I've forgotten. He's a really good striker with Pyramids FC, former African champions, in Pyramids of Egypt. He's also a really great striker as well. So yeah, it's a good team. It's a very formidable team. But there are those who are saying, yeah, it's a team that is formidable enough on the African continent. At the last AFCON, they didn't exactly pull up any trees. But I think the AFCON presents a different challenge. And I think the FIFA World Cup presents an even different challenge, because that's where they feel that they want to be, and that's where they've waited for so long to be. I mean, they've been away from this for what over 50 years to get 52 years, if I'm correct, to get there. And yeah, it's a good team. It's a strong team. Some really talented individuals, and I think they will not be disgraced. I think they will not be disgraced. I'm sorry. I don't think so. Portugal's time is done. When they could make it was when they had the golden era of Rui Costa, Luis Figo, Nuno Gomes. That was a brilliant Portuguese team. I'm just having goosebumps just remembering the quality of that Portuguese team. That was their golden generation. That was when they had the team capable of pulling up trees. But now they have to rely on the 41-year-old Cristiano Ronaldo to get them over the line. It's not a bad team, don't get me wrong. There's some really good players there. Vitinha, two-time winner of the year of UEFA Champions League with Paris Saint-Germain, is one player that I really admire. Um, and then there's also the goalkeeper from FC Porto. He's also very good as well. A few good players, yeah. Diogo Dalot is also another fine fullback that I really think also brings his A game when he plays for Portugal as well. But everything rotates around Cristiano Ronaldo. Now that can be a good thing and it can be a bad thing. It's a good thing because they have a focal point. He's the leader, he's the talisman, he raises the team. His sheer passion alone drives the team to want to perform, if for nobody else, for him. But then it can also be a bad thing because over reliance on him is also a problem because if he's not playing well, the team itself struggles. Then there's also the sad demise of Diogo Jota last year. That is still weighing heavily on them. His specter still looms very largely on the team because he was a key part of that team and everybody loved him. So I think that also is also motivation for them to want to do something special for him. But I don't see this Portugal team getting as far as the semi-final. They're not the force of nature that that the likes of Spain or Germany or even in England. I don't think they're on the same level with those teams. But then again, the FIFA World Cup is such a strange competition that we've seen teams that you ordinarily wouldn't think are capable of getting to the latter stages get there, right? I mean, we saw Morocco get there before. We've seen South Korea get to the semi-finals of the FIFA World Cup before. So it's not impossible, but I don't think they are the same team of the latter years. They were a much stronger team then. Now it's just a basic team, not an exciting team or a great team or a strong team. I mean, this is a man who has broken records, basically carried his country for years, record goal scorer for his country. I mean, he's everything as far as that team is concerned. Now, and that's what I'm saying, that there's some people who feel that he should just exit and let the team find a new soul, a new pathway without him. Inevitably, he will retire. He will retire. Nobody lives on forever. But despite the criticism that they're leveling at him right now, you cannot argue with the data. You cannot argue with the facts about how Cristiano Ronaldo has been, without a shade of doubt, the greatest Portuguese player ever. I know that people would like to throw in Eusebio and stuff like that, but honestly, Eusebio didn't have the same numbers, didn't have the same impact, and didn't have the same global acclaim like Cristiano Ronaldo. Yes, he's been helped by the rise of social media and the modern footballing economy that we have in now. But Cristiano Ronaldo is still the focal point of that team. We did see when they did win the European Championships many years ago. I was injured in the final, but he's still on the bench, was still able to inspire his team to go on ahead and win. So he's the inspirator in chief, the goal scorer in chief, tormentor in chief, captain of the team, leader, legend. Everything around this team revolves around him. So, which is also a problem because, like I said, the system is built around getting Cristiano Ronaldo to score. So, if you can cut off the supply routes, you can basically shut down Portugal. And if he doesn't get supply, he gets frustrated, and that rubs up on the rest of the team. So it can be a problem. But it takes a really good team to be able to exploit that. But are there many good teams at this FIFA World Cup? I think there are a few, and all of them will be working hard towards achieving one thing: cutting off supply from Cristiano Ronaldo. That blunts them somewhat, forces them to adapt or try and go to Plan B, which will be very, very interesting to see. I think Portugal have more than enough quality to win. You just look player for player, team for team. I think that of course they're the better ranked team, the higher ranked team, the more with the greater quality. So the impetus is on them to go out and establish themselves and win their first game. Everybody wants to win their first game. It helps you start the competition better. I mean, Spain didn't win their first game. Look at how everybody's looking at them right now. So it's I think Portugal will win, but it'll be a narrow score line. It might be. I think I'm going to go for a 2-0. 2-0 win for Portugal.
Jelajahi cara baru mendapatkan informasi. Download MetroTV Extend sekarang.